In the heart of Pakistan lies a city that existed more than 4,000 years ago, a metropolis that predates many of the world's most famous ancient civilizations. Its streets were laid out in a perfect grid, its homes were built with precision-made bricks, and its people lived in a society so advanced that even today, we marvel at their engineering. This is the story of Mohenjo Daro, the Mound of the Dead, a jewel of the Indus Valley Civilization and one of the earliest urban societies in human history. This wasn't just a simple settlement. It was a thriving city where urban planning, sanitation, and civic organization reached heights unseen anywhere else at that time. Today, its silent ruins whisper stories of a civilization that mysteriously vanished, leaving behind puzzles that have captivated archaeologists and historians for a century. What secrets does this ancient city hold, and why did its people disappear? Our story begins in 1922, when archaeologists Rakul Das Banerjee and Sir John Marshall first uncovered these enigmatic mounds. Buried under layers of dust and time, it was hard to imagine what lay beneath. But as they dug, they realized these were not natural hills. They were the remains of a city built around 2500 BC, nearly 4,500 years ago. This city was a cornerstone of a vast civilization that stretched across modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, with sister cities like Harappa and Dholavira. But Mohenjo Daro was special. Its remarkable design and architecture set it apart, showcasing a people who had mastered the art of urban living centuries before many others. Imagine walking through its streets. One of the first things you'd notice is the incredible order. The city was designed on a grid system, with straight streets intersecting at perfect right angles, dividing the city into neat blocks. This wasn't accidental, it was planned. Residential areas were distinct from public buildings, and the main streets were wide enough for 2 ox carts to pass each other comfortably. The houses themselves were feats of engineering, built from uniform, kill-fired bricks that have withstood the test of millennia. Many were 2 stories high, centered around a private courtyard with separate rooms for sleeping, cooking, and storage. But what truly sets Mohenjo Daro apart is its sanitation system, something that was revolutionary for its time and, frankly, better than what many parts of the world had until recent centuries. Covered drains ran beneath almost every street, a complex network that carried wastewater away from homes and into a central system. Each house had its own connection to this network, often with a dedicated bathing area and toilet. This level of public health infrastructure was unprecedented. The people of Mohenjo Daro understood the importance of hygiene and clean water, principles that modern cities still prioritize today. At the very heart of the city's public life stood the Great Bath. This massive rectangular tank, meticulously constructed with bricks and sealed with natural tar to make it waterproof, was more than just a pool. It was likely a center for ritual purification, a key part of their spiritual and community life. Steps led down into the water, and surrounding it were small rooms, perhaps for changing. This wasn't just a functional structure. It was a symbol of their communal identity, a place where citizens gathered for ceremonies that bound their society together. So, who were these incredible people? Life in Mohenjo Daro was bustling and sophisticated. They were skilled artisans, crafting beautiful pottery, intricate bead jewelry, and mesmerizing seals. We know they were part of a vast trade network, with their goods reaching as far as Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. They traded cotton, a resource they were among the first to cultivate, along with precious stones and other crafts. They also had a system of writing, a script composed of elegant symbols that to this day remains undeciphered. Thousands of small soapstone seals have been found, engraved with these mysterious symbols and animals like unicorns and bulls. These were likely used for trade, marking ownership, or as administrative tools, a sign of a highly organized society. Daily life was designed for comfort and well-being. Many homes had their own private wells, providing a constant supply of fresh water, while public wells were scattered throughout the city for everyone's use. The streets were kept clean, reflecting a deep understanding of community welfare. In an era when most of the world lived in far more primitive conditions, the residents of Mohenjo Daro enjoyed a standard of living that was truly extraordinary. What about their beliefs? What did they worship? While we don't see massive temples or grand pyramids like in Egypt or Mesopotamia, we have found clues. Small terracotta figurines, particularly of female figures, suggest the worship of a mother goddess, a symbol of fertility and life. Small altars and statues hint at a rich spiritual world. It seems their religious practices may have been more personal and intimate, centered in the home or smaller community spaces rather than grand state-run temples. This suggests a society that was perhaps more egalitarian, without the powerful priest-kings that dominated other ancient cultures. And this brings us to the greatest mystery of all, the city's sudden decline. Around 1900 BCE, after centuries of prosperity, Mohenjo Daro was abandoned. The bustling streets fell silent, the homes were left empty, and a great civilization faded into history. Why? Theories abound, but no one knows for sure. Some scholars point to environmental catastrophe. Perhaps the mighty Indus River, the lifeblood of their civilization, changed its course, causing devastating floods or crippling droughts that destroyed their agriculture. Others propose invasion by outside groups, but there's very little archaeological evidence of widespread warfare or destruction. Disease is another possibility. In such a dense urban environment, an epidemic could have been catastrophic. The truth is, the disappearance of the Indus Valley people is one of history's most compelling cold cases. For the last century, excavations have painstakingly peeled back the layers of time, revealing a city frozen in its final moments. Today, Mohenjo Daro is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a treasure of human history. But preserving it is a constant battle against the forces of nature. Salt from the soil, erosion from wind and rain, and the wear and tear of time all threaten these fragile ruins. International efforts are underway to protect this ancient marvel, ensuring that future generations can witness one of humanity's earliest and greatest urban achievements. Mohenjo Daro is so much more than a collection of ruins. It's a testament to human ingenuity. It challenges our assumptions about the ancient world, proving that advanced urban planning, social organization, and a high quality of life existed thousands of years ago. As you walk through its grid-like streets, you can almost hear the echoes of the past, the chatter of artisans in their workshops, the laughter of children playing, the hum of traders in the marketplace, and the solemn rituals at the Great Bath. The city's legacy endures because it reminds us of the incredible heights our ancestors were capable of reaching. They were innovators, engineers, artists, and visionaries who built a world that was, in many ways, far ahead of its time. As the sun sets over the ruins, casting long golden shadows across the baked brick walls, Mohenjo Daro continues to whisper its secrets across the sands of time. Its people may have vanished, but their story, their ingenuity, and their spirit remain etched into the very earth they once mastered. The city of the dead lives on, a timeless monument to one of the world's most brilliant and mysterious ancient civilizations. Thanks for joining us on this journey back in time. If you want to explore more lost cities and uncover the incredible stories of human history, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll see you in the next adventure.